Hello, best. This is Khaja from Water 7 Aquatics. I'm at a client's place to do a simple maintenance for this 5 foot aquarium. The main fish in this tank are discus. The schooling fish are cardinals, and we have few orange corridoras and panda corridoras over here. We have few Thailand glass catfish, kuli loaches, 2 or 3 BNPs, and few Hilsheen loach. So here we are doing a 70 to 80% water change. I'll show you a step-by-step process of what we actually do. So the first thing, since the client is not over here, we started with feeding of the fish. Once the feeding has been completed, I turned off the filters and the heater. So we'll start with a major water change. Before going ahead and starting the water change, I'll just make sure all the debris between the rocks is out of the crevices and into the water column. So when we do a major water change, maximum of the debris is removed. So let's go and start stirring the water. So we'll start the siphon now. Simple siphon. So I just dip around 1.5 meters of pipe into the tank. Since the water level is at the top, I don't have to do anything. If I dip 1.5 meter of the pipe into the tank, the pressure in the pipe would automatically start the siphon method. If not, we'll just close the end, lift the pipe, drop it and open my thumb. This will automatically start the siphon. So once the siphon has started, I'll go ahead and start removing the debris. If you notice, I have dropped the water level by around 1 to 2 inches. I'll stop the siphon now and start it later, and I'll tell you the reason. So this siphon is broken. I'll keep the pipe aside. So since I have dropped the water level by 2 inches, even if I stir it little hard, the water wouldn't spill out of the tank. So that is the reason I removed little bit of water. Now if you notice, this is the blade that I use to clean all my tanks. This simple utility knife, the spare blade from the utility knife. I use a new blade every time that I clean a tank. So in couple of minutes this blade would start rusting, and the sharp edges they go. So to avoid any scratches to the tank glass, so I use a new blade every time. So let's go ahead and start cleaning the glass. I would start from the middle top, then go back to the one side of the tank. It can either be the left or right. Okay, so I go one blade length at a time till the end, overlapping each layer. Then I'll take my bare hand and rub it on the glass to notice for any spots where I might have left. So you will find a clear difference if the glass hasn't been cleaned for quite some time. There would be some rough patches where the blade didn't touch. So if you feel that, just make sure so the rough patches are only at the bottom, so that I'll take care of it in the last part. So this half of the tank has been done. We'll move to this half. Apart from the front glass, all the other glass have been cleaned just 3 days ago. So I'll skip the glass clean now, and I'll start stirring up the bottom again. So if you notice, I'm just pushing the water between the rocks from one side, so all the debris would come out from the other side. So we made sure everything is in water column. Now we'll start the siphon again. So since the siphon has been broken, I'll do the same process again. I'll fill around 1 to 1.5 meters of pipe with water. Okay, so the water column has been filled till here. So I close the end of the pipe with the thumb, lift the pipe and drop it. This will start the siphon automatically, and you can see that all the debris is being sucked out. So I'll go ahead and siphon the debris from the bottom sand. So basically I just fed the discus with frozen artemia before starting the maintenance, just like 10 minutes ago. They ate like 90% of it, but the 10% of the leftover food is still in the water column. That should be eaten by the schooling fish, cardinal tetras, and the Thailand glass catfish. Apart from that, I don't see any major poop over here. It's just the leftover food. The maintenance regime for this tank is weekly once. I come once in a week to do a major water change. But midweek our client does the water change by himself. It's around 50 to 60% of water change midweek. So every 3 to 4 days water change is performed in this tank, just because of the discus. The tank dimensions are 150 centimeter into 60 centimeter into 60 centimeter, 12 mm extra clear glass. It is powered by two Aquarium Ultramax 2000 filters. The major part of the media is Secant Matrix. Mechanical filtration, there is just one sponge that comes with Aquarium, the one with the major the bigger pores. We clean the pre-filters every 2 weeks, so 1 week for one filter. So each filter's pre-filter are cleaned bi-weekly. The temperature of the tank is being maintained at 28-29 degrees. We have one Aquail inline 300 watt heater installed. Okay, just a corridor got into the pipe, but a quick decision of closing the pipe, pinching the pipe like this, allowed the corridor to swim back into the aquarium. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes the fish cannot swim back, so I just open the pipe and it gets caught in the bucket where the water is being collected. So all the fish stay alive, even if they get sucked into the tank. So if you see, there are a lot of air pipes still being seen in the aquarium. This should be covered by a layer of La Plata again. We were running short of La Plata. This tank is just 2 months old, but it has been well established. The ferns and anubias are still trying to fit in. Since there is a major change, so the last scape was flourishing with java ferns, I mean the leaf fern and the anubias. But since we changed the tank and everything, they are struggling right now. But I see very lot of new growth that's coming out. So within another couple of months, it should be lush again. So let's shift the siphon to the left side of the tank, closing the pipe with my thumb, getting the pipe into the aquarium, opening the thumb right under the water. So the siphon is again initiated. So this piece of driftwood is loose, so I usually place it back in place once the maintenance is done. But this is how it sits. Even though the force is full right now, so I can control the amount of debris that is being sucked through the pipe, by just pinching it. You can see I can take the pipe lower and still the sand won't be sucked. So you can see how low the pipe is. Still this, if I just remove it now, the suction increases and the sand gets sucked. So to avoid that, you can always control the amount of flow by pinching the pipe, by kinking it basically. I think the fish get excited by what's going on in the tank. They always try to come near the pipe. They might think that they are being fed, I guess. They will just run away but school back to the same spot. Even in nature, if you notice, if you have been to any creeks or something like that, so whenever the fish swim, whenever you try to hit the water or catch them, they would run away, but swim right back to the same spot to observe what is going on. So being said that, so our water level has dropped by 70%. It's close to 80% now. So we'll stop the siphon right now and start filling it back. So enjoy the shallow water during the maintenance. The cardinals look amazing during this process. Let me get the camera closer to the aquarium more. I hope you're getting the full view right now. So while I fit in the pipes, just grab a view. would be using a spare pipe from one of my Sun filters. I'll just attach it to my hose. Since I have top braces over here, I'll show you the braces at the end. Since I have top braces over here, I'll just fix it to the top brace and leave it like that. Meanwhile, I'll set up the pipe. The setting, I'll be showing you the setting for the refilling of water. This is pure RO water, so if you follow the pipe, we have two tanks filled with RO water, 500 liters each. So I have a motor installed, and I just drop a submersible motor and it's plugged in, so it just fills up the tank. If you notice, the tank has been filled now, So we'll get ready to turn off the filter and remove the pipe to avoid the back siphoning. So we'll get the access to the switch and just wait for the tank to be filled till the brim. So it's almost there. Another 2 mm, and there we go. Turn off the filter, remove the back side pipe to avoid back siphoning. That's it, guys. So our maintenance is done for the day, and you can see our tank has been filled till the brim. I'll give you a short tour in a couple of minutes. Just hold on, let me turn on the filters. That's it. Let's take a closer look of the aquarium right now. And the top looks something like this. So we have a single glass pane on the top, cut in the middle with 2 big holes. And this is how it is at the edges to accommodate for the lily pipes. So this is our own design. This avoids the so the braces that look ugly, giving you a clean look in the front. And if you notice, there is no other equipment hanging around in the tank. So this is how a premium tank looks. So let's go ahead and pack up for the day. The maintenance is done. All the fish look healthy. We'll just dose the fertilizers and pack up. See you guys.